Ninetales here with another video of my new team. This one's a lot closer, and you really get to see what this team can do for the most part. And it was also a good test for my team. It needs to know how to take out a few of these. So, I lead with the Santler, he leads with Rose Raid. He misses the Sleep Powder, and I get to Thunder Wave his Rose Raid. I'm gonna go for the Confuse Ray. I get lucky and get the first turn Confuse hit, and I decide to just stay in and stomp him, since those things are pretty fragile anyway. So that's down. It goes in the Meteor, his Starmie, and I go for the Thunder Wave, and I forgot that these things have natural cure, which, not great. So, Lapras is out here, and I get to confuse Lapras. And, yeah, more leftovers. And I decide to go into my Luxray, since I have Superpower and Thunderbolt. So he goes back into the Starmie. And he goes to a Shuckle. And I Thunderbolt to do pretty good, considering it's a Shuckle. And so I go into my Ninetales, thinking this was the best time as ever to set up for my Ninetales. And I made a mistake before I came in here and decided not to put a Life Orb on my Ninetales, and you'll see why that's a big deal later. So I get a Nasty Plot up, and he does what Shuckles do best, is protect after a Toxic, and he blocks my Confuse Ray. So, I know he has the Starmie, and I predict that perfect, because instead of using Flamethrower, I use Energy Ball. And it's super effective, but I did not put the Life Orb on. It survives with maybe 1 HP, and there's no Focus Sash. So, he surfs Ninetales, and it's out. So, it's another unfortunate mishap. So, my Stantler's out. Thinking I can survive one hit, I just go straight for the attacking move. But I calculated wrong, and it takes out my Stantler. So, anyway. So I send him my Donphan, and my music stopped for some reason. And I shard it, thinking I just needed to get like the 1 or 2 HP off the Starmie. And I set up my own Stealth Rocks, which will kill the Starmie, even if it does come back. So, I'm going to consider me one more Pokemon closer to victory. And he protects typical Shuckle. And he blocks my Stealth Rock. Rapid Spin. And I get the Rapid Spin off again. I don't know why he goes into Encore when he could have set up his own rocks that turn. And since he didn't put out the rocks, I'm still okay to send out my Pixie Togekiss. And this works out perfect because I can use Trick and give the Shuckle a Choice Scarf, which is the most useless item you could have on a Shuckle. So, he gets the Toxic, so that's unfortunate. And I Air Slash Lapras. Does pretty good amount of damage considering Lapras's big HP score. And, yeah. And I Aura Sphere. Super effective. One of Togekiss's signature moves, I think. And let's see what goes next. Massa Ducky again. Oh, wait, no. He has 2 Pokemon with the same nickname, which is confusing. So this one's a Metagross, and I Flamethrower it. Don't quite get enough to KO it. And he Meteor Mashes me, and I'm going to die from the poison at this point since I've been out for a while. So, probably my best thing to counter that Shuckle is out. And he just explodes which was, I guess, a pretty good move. I was going to KO it anyway, so that's a pretty good move. And, yeah. So it goes back into the other Masaducky, which is, that's annoying to do. Okay, so I send out my Luxray, and my best thing is to Thunderbolt this thing. And I do pretty good damage with the Life Orb and everything. And he Toxics me. And since he now has the Choice Scarf, that's all he could do is Toxic. So, don't quite KO him that time. And I'll get the KO on this one. I use Crunch just in case. And yeah. So Luxray has one attack left in him unless it's a fast Pokemon like Salamence. And it's a shiny Salamence, I like that. And I do pack Ice Fang, but I don't get to use it. So I'm down to my last Pokemon, and which is Mesprit. This is my elemental punching Mesprit. So I have Ice Punch, and I'm lucky he didn't have Outrage, because that would have definitely killed me, seeing how much Dragon Claw did. And I Ice Punch him, and KOs the Salamence, and all he has left is Starmie, which I have Stealth Rocks up, and he has like 2 HP. So that was a good game. Yeah, and I'm starting to see the flaws in this team, but I still really think it's a good team. And yeah, and that was a really fun battle, Masa. And yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.